On April 22, 2025, the serene landscape of Pahalgam in Kashmir was shattered by a horrific act of terrorism. A group of militants attacked civilians, killing 26 people, including 25 Indians and one Nepali citizen. The attack sent shockwaves through India, with many drawing parallels to the 2008 Mumbai attacks. The timing of the attack, on the anniversary of the Mumbai attacks, only deepened the sense of outrage and grief. While the Resistance Front, a known proxy of Lashkar-e-Taiba, initially claimed responsibility, they later retracted their statement. India was quick to blame Pakistan, accusing them of harboring and supporting the terrorists. Pakistan vehemently denied any involvement, calling the accusations baseless. The attack in Pahalgam marked a significant escalation in tensions between the two nuclear-armed neighbors. It came at a time when relations were already strained, with little to no diplomatic engagement between the two countries. The attack put immense pressure on the Indian government to respond decisively, with calls for retaliation growing louder by the day. On May 7, 2025, 13 days after the Pahalgam attack, India launched Operation Sindoor, a series of missile strikes targeting 9 sites in Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. The Indian government stated that these strikes were aimed at terrorist infrastructure and specifically targeted training camps and launch pads used by terrorist groups operating from Pakistani soil. The strikes, carried out by the Indian Air Force, marked a significant escalation in the conflict. They were the first such strikes since the Balakot airstrike in 2019, which targeted a Jaish-e-Mohammed training camp after a suicide bombing in Pulwama, Kashmir. The decision to launch Operation Sindoor was met with mixed reactions. While many in India lauded the government's strong response, others expressed concerns about the potential for further escalation. Pakistan, for its part, condemned the strikes as an act of aggression and vowed a befitting response. The strikes raised the specter of a wider conflict between the two nuclear-armed neighbors, prompting calls for restraint from the international community. The immediate aftermath of Operation Sindoor saw conflicting claims from both sides regarding casualties and military successes. Pakistan claimed that the Indian strikes resulted in the deaths of 26 to 31 people, including civilians. They also claimed to have shot down 2 to 5 Indian aircraft, a claim India vehemently denied. India, on the other hand, reported 12 deaths in Indian-administered Kashmir due to Pakistani firing across the line of control, or LoC. Both sides engaged in a war of words, accusing each other of violating international law and escalating the conflict. Beyond the immediate military exchanges, both countries took swift diplomatic and economic actions. India suspended the Indus Waters Treaty, a landmark agreement regulating water sharing between the two countries. They also closed the Attari-Wagah border, expelled Pakistani diplomats, banned Pakistani aircraft from Indian airspace, banned imports from Pakistan, and barred Pakistani ships from Indian ports. Pakistan responded by closing its airspace to Indian flights, suspending trade, rejecting India's suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty, expelling Indian diplomats and downgrading diplomatic ties. These actions further escalated tensions and had a significant impact on the already fragile relationship between the two countries. As of May 7, 2025, the situation on the line of control remains tense, with daily exchanges of fire reported. The international community has expressed deep concern over the escalating tensions and called for restraint from both sides. The United Nations and the United States have urged dialogue and de-escalation, emphasizing the need for a peaceful resolution to the conflict. Analysts have pointed to the risk of miscalculation, especially given the nuclear capabilities of both countries. The potential for future escalations remains high. India may choose to escalate covert activities or carry out further strikes against militant groups operating from Pakistani soil. Pakistan, feeling the pressure of the Indian actions, may respond in kind, further escalating the cycle of violence. The role of international mediation will be crucial in preventing further escalation and facilitating dialogue between the two nuclear-armed neighbors. The coming days and weeks will be critical in determining the trajectory of this dangerous standoff.